way to start. Now, Carlo's route to this final, Mika, began with Sina Valizadeh from Iran, and then Wu Kunlin was his next victim, Alex Pagulayan, now Canadian, of course. He went by the wayside also. Chang Jung-lin was another victim, and in the quarterfinals, Tyler Steyer. Tyler actually took the first set in that match. He came back, and then, of course, the one you just referred to, Francisco Sanchez-Ruiz in the semi-final, after FSR served up a donut to Fedor. I mean, he was just outstanding. You commentated on that one, didn't you? What a fun match that was.
Yeah, it was a total clinic. And you wouldn't expect FSR to lose 2-0 after such a performance. But here we are. Carlo just obviously knew what tricks to use, and he's earned his seat in the final, and is off to a good start, clearing that first run. That one ball was a nice thin cut.
Yeah, winner breaks. So he will continue. We've not had many sets run in this format. I believe you are one of them, though, to do it, Mika.
Yeah. I think that happened against the Dutch Mark. I can't pronounce his last name.
Bijsterbosch, yeah. Nor can I, but I'll butcher it for you. Bijsterbosch.
I prefer, when Tim says it, but, it's hard to repeat. Like most words, Dutch words.
Made a ball on the break. Look at that 5-ball hanging.
Lee Vann, the Slayer.
So a chance
Corteza.
then for Lee Vann to open his account.
Pat Davini.
After that dry break.
Yeah, had to go for a pen shot. Really nicely done there, and he's got a chance to change things up here, because now he could play the 2-ball off the 9 and then clear the trouble there in the corner. And I would like to see him do that.
Yeah, lays good, doesn't
I remember when Mika
you
in
can play it off the 6
2001
too,
won
and
the
then carom the 9 later, but you want to get something
championship
done
in
there
Manila,
just to change things
and
up
we
a
came
little
back to the United States, and
but
we were
it's
playing in the U.S.
angle.
Open, and Lee Vann was there, and Mika was playing with a Capone, Mike Capone.
Just as you
And
said,
Lee Vann bought a Mike
perfectly.
Capone cue. He paid $2,200 or $2,100.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. That's like a lot of money. Filipino back then spend that kind of money. That was unbelievable. But Lee Vann did that. That cue he's playing with now is kind of similar to the Capone.
Smart,
oh, look at it. Let that get away from him a little bit. Lee Vann's underrated anyhow because he doesn't have this that's outward personality. He's a little bit
I might even go
to himself,
rail first and just create a little bit angle on both balls so that you can get
well, he's going rail first off the 4 into the 9.
rail first definitely, and
kick
just
the
come
4
up
a little bit.
Both balls
hit
going
that
in
too high.
similar direction, but is he hampered by the 7?
He really hit that one hard. He doesn't usually hit him that
just
hard,
be okay.
But that one he let go. He's got no angle to work with here either.
I feel like he overhit that a little bit.
Yeah, exactly, Mika.
But he's
Mika's
okay.
in New York.
Especially with
Actually,
a 5
spoke
just
to
hanging
him
by the
the
side.
other day. He called me. He was talking. Of course, we're good friends. Mika Eminem was talking. He made it. And he didn't mean to.
What a shot that is.
He didn't want to make that.
On the 6.
Well, as we can see, he was hooked by the 7.
He was playing
and,
under the 6 the whole time. Boy, that's 7
May have to
close.
just slow roll this.
How'd he hit
He's
it?
opted for speed.
What a beautiful shot that was.
Good work here.
That's
Just
the thing with
he's
the
not
Filipinos.
out of
They
the
can
woods.
laugh, have a good time. Who else
It's getting
does
harder.
And he
that? Oh, he's
produced
got a
another
kick
bank.
at it. Oh, he's going to bank it, you think,
Seems
Mika?
like his offense is on.
Oh, wow, he cut it right
Oh,
in.
he's cut it straight in.
I got leg there, too. Wow.
Showing great confidence here.
Beginning to
Mika's
see
good
Mika
friends
why
with
he's reached the
Lee Vann as
final. I
well.
mean, he's pulling off some amazing shots to keep this run out going, isn't he? Incredible
Actually,
stuff.
Mika's probably good friends with Biado, too.
Yep.
I wouldn't think they're not. But he's definitely good friends with
Looks like
Lee
we're in for a
Vann.
treat.
As I am.
Yeah, and let's not forget they're playing for big prize money,
I remember seeing Lee
$30,000.
Vann down at the International like 2 years
It's
ago.
1.7
And I hadn't
million
seen him in
Filipino
a long
pesos. We
time.
might as well
I mean,
use
it
that
was
currency
probably
because
3-4 years.
that's how
Anyway,
they're going to be spending it.
from the Camel Tour.
Big
And
money.
he just came over to me, gave me this big hug. Martin Herman. I said, really?
He can have a sigh of relief getting out of that rack.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, I noticed something there. Carlo Biado.
Well, I
at
think
the
it
end
was
of that
because
back
he knew I was
tapping
good
his leg
friends with
in
Mika.
appreciation. That really was
Of course, Mika, I
somehow,
would
I'm
see,
sure
because
when
Mika come to
Carlo
my
left
home
the
a
table,
lot.
he thought, well, I don't think he's going to
Take the
run
train
this rack
from
out.
New York.
And
I'd pick him up.
it was that first shot, wasn't it? The one where he opened up the balls, which he called, and he played it off the
Right.
six, opened
The
everything up.
bang, then the 2 off the 6, and then, got a little trouble with hooking himself on the 4 ball with the 7, and then banked it in, and then he ended up kicking the other one, and then thin slice. He just was pulling all the stops, and
Carlo, that,
yeah, he's got a lot of arsenal, this guy.
He's shooting from the hip, and he'll be shooting the first shot as well. Got the break cue ready.
30,000 to the
The
winner.
referee,
18-5 to the loser. I don't know. They may take a saver of some kind.
here we go.
Even
then.
if they took a
Obviously
saver, they're
poised
still
1-1
playing.
in the final of this year's Rums of
You know,
Puerto Rico.
this is still going to be a
Las
dogfight.
Vegas Men's Open. Race to 4. 3 sets.
Yeah, that last out was one of the toughest outs I've seen. It wasn't like all pretty and perfect position, but it was just he kept producing the shot after the other.
See, that's not really a great
it's
break
come
because
dry.
you see how the ball just bounced up. So it really didn't go through the rack. It just
Yeah, and there's a
bounced off
path
the rack.
through is there,
And
Mika,
it
to the
doesn't
1
really,
ball.
didn't
4
do
ball
too
is
much.
you could say the potential banana skin.
I think both of them
This
are more
particular
timing
rack.
breakers anyhow. They don't look for too much.
Yeah, I believe he's got the 1, but it is a tricky out. May
You
have
may
to
not
put
be
a
able to see
little
it.
touch of left just to catch it a little thinner and reverse
Yeah, I
throw.
didn't think
Oh
he
no,
could.
he didn't have the shot.
He's not going to hit this too good, though.
He's called the
That
point
one,
as well.
he's going to end up leaving a bank shot.
Oh, does he pay it? He's just showing us where he wanted it. Wanted to miss the.
Well, we
the
know he
knuckle
didn't
of
want
that
it there,
draw pocket.
obviously. It looks
Just
like
come
he's got a
past the
bank
9
shot
ball. Now,
here.
does he
The
play this off the
problem
back
is this
of the
bank.
7, Mika? Is that possible?
this,
Does he play the
this,
combo and move
and
the
then
4 out?
this.
What would you do
He
here?
has to beat the kiss here.
There's great rewards in playing the combination and
I might play the 1 ball
Moving
right
the
in
4
off
ball.
the 7. Let's see if he
and the
does
way
this.
he's been shooting so far. I don't see any fear in him,
I had a feeling. No, I didn't
but
like
it
that.
hasn't
Just
turned
made
out
it
that
worse.
Well, he
great.
will kick this in, though.
Unless there's a dead combination in the other corner.
He's
He can
okay. He
maybe
can kick
throw
it
it
in
if they're
2
frozen.
rails here. Come off the bottom rail,
Might
give him
still
some
end up-
height to
well,
get to
so
that
the
2 in
1
the
ball's
side.
tricky
He'll
anyway.
be good. He won't
But I
miss
see him
this.
kicking this in.
Yeah, he's got to kick at it.
Yeah, this is a hanger, isn't it?
No, he's not
Okay,
playing.
Not going for it.
he's playing second. because maybe it's because of the
He's
4-8
drawing it up.
tied
Watch
up.
him draw the ball up
The offense is
into
not very
here.
rewarding, is it?
See how smart that shot was?
Great shot.
He wanted to break them up,
And
obviously.
if they weren't tied up, I think he would have kicked it in because of the position of the 2.
Yeah, he's a bit of a perfectionist, and he's pointing where he wanted it there. Look, Mika just didn't get it quite tight enough. The object is to cut off as many rails as possible, isn't it, when you're hooking your opponent?
Yeah, he wanted to squeeze it between the rail there, just completely in jail, but, you know, Carlo's got not a big window, but something to work with.
What a hit
How he
this is.
curved that.
How you like that play? That's the creativity.
He's left it open. He's
Not
cut
hard
in,
enough.
and is there an angle?
He creates the angle.
Yeah, there's a perfect angle to go into the cluster. I'm sure Levon's going to take advantage of this.
Go 3 rails. Uh-oh. Did he scratch? Yeah, I knew it.
Oh,
Once you don't
scratch.
catch that rail, you only got the
he
pocket
just
left there.
overcut the 1, and that created a different angle for the cue ball, and he scratched inside.
Well, he didn't want to go 3. He tried
Hold it just a
to
little bit
hold
skinny,
that.
didn't he?
And the problem is once you miss this rail,
Yeah, and
you're
didn't get
toast.
he actually caught the near point of the pocket,
Different
didn't
tangent
he?
line.
Could have played it a lot thicker. Yeah.
Yep. He knows it.
Now this here is an
That
automatic
being said,
The problem.
the cluster
breakout.
wasn't
So
broken,
he's going to
so
play
he's,
the
still
3
got work to do
angle
for
to break
Carlo.
this out right now. Although this ain't going to work. He's way off here, actually.
Nice
If he's
angle
going to
here.
break it,
Draw
he's
off
got
the
to come
short
underneath
rail.
here.
Right hand spin
He has
into
to come
that
here.
4. Here it comes.
He doesn't hit the ball first. I didn't see what the heck
nice
was
job.
happening there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, he's okay.
Hasn't left it super easy, but it's favored to make it.
Wow, that Biado boy, he's got some kind of urgency when he's playing. It's phenomenal.
The check side, maybe?
Yeah, he's going to have to go. He missed it by a mile.
Oh, he's hit that thick, hasn't he? Maybe
He
the
missed that
right
by
hand
a
spin
lot.
pushed the cue ball into the 4 ball, which is why he hit it thick.
I'll tell you, Lee Vann is
So a chance here,
extremely
Mika,
deceiving.
for Lee Vann to
And
take the
in the
lead.
Philippines, even there he's
Yeah,
underrated.
big chance.
But I know Lee Vann, and he thinks that he is top 3 in the Philippines.
Like I said, it was a tough shot, but
And
I
a lot
thought
of
he was
people, they would
favored to
say, oh
make
no,
it
he's
and
not
just
top
caught
3.
a little full
Because in the
it's,
Philippines, they get a
spin
stipend
and, it didn't
by the
count for
government.
so much
You
deflection
know, per month and travel expenses. It's kind of like
Or just still
$1,200. It's not a lot
early
of money, but it
jitters,
is
maybe.
a lot of money, kind of. But if you're not ranked, you don't get it, and that's sometimes he gets
Lee Vann looks to have settled
undervalued,
the better.
and he gets upset
the
because he
two,
said, "No, I
slightly.
belong there, not him."
If he can knock this
So yeah,
6 in,
and you can see
get on
they
the 8
got
ball.
so many
It'll be
great
looking
players. How can you have
at
3
the 2-1
guys?
lead
You know, you
for
got
Lee Vann in
Biado,
this
then you got
final.
Anton and Raga, right? And everybody else, you know. So
Yeah,
it's
for
a
sure.
tough one. And you wouldn't put Lee Vann in. See what I mean? But in his mind, he belongs.
Plays a very simple game, doesn't he, Mika? Lee Vann doesn't really
Mika's
do
good
too much
friends with Lee Vann.
crazy drawing and stuff. He's kind of
They go
gets in
back
shape
a
and
long time,
makes
as
the
I
balls.
do with both of them.
Yeah, it's definitely a testament to his position play. It just makes it look easy, simple.
Mika's fighting, you know,
He's a little
Stage
thinner than he
4.
wanted to be here.
He's had
Again,
chemo
came with that
now
boyish grin, but he can recover
4
just as
times,
well.
and he's getting better. That's the Davini right there.
So this 10 ball goes in.
Pooh.
We're going to nip out
And
for
the
a very
Slayer.
quick break, guys, but we will be back
Leaving.
This grueling final.
Takes the lead.
Double
2-1.
time, so don't go away.
Carlo,
Join Mika
Biado.
Immonen and myself, Mark White.
There won't be any timeouts here, I can tell you that. You know, I don't think they allow it unless it's after the set.
And Chezka, Centeno, women's world.
Well, the women, of course, we're going to see Singing Chen. And Centeno, it's going to be a good one in the finals for the women. Yes, she is.
Michigan champion for the second time in a row. Victor Solinsky goes back-to-back in Vegas. Junior championship.
That's bonkers.
Wisconsin Women's Open champion. Puerto Rican Open women's 10-ball champ. Team Germany. Our world's team champion.
That's the greatest shot right there, 2023. It was for 120,000.
Well, some
and
absolutely
drilled,
fabulous memories there. I'm sure
drilled
Mika
that
remembers some of
tough
those as
spot
well.
shot. That was
The
amazing.
champions over the years. Carlo
Moment.
Biado, of course, was
In
champion
pool.
in Puerto
That'll go down in
Rico.
pool
beating
history,
Daniel
one of the
Maciel.
clutchest shots ever. Definitely
Back
was the
with
shot of
Vann Corteza.
2023.
Mika Immonen here with me in the booth.
Nice break. Nothing.
Yes.
He hit him good, but he got a Zero Shapiro break, and he broke
another
him
drive
wide
break.
open, too. It's going to
Really
be a nice
crushed
rack for Biado.
Controlled the cue ball nicely, but nothing in.
Just explain to viewers, Mika, from a pro's point of view, why is this 10-ball break so difficult? What makes it such a difficult break as opposed to, say, the 9-ball break?
Well, it's just for one, we're using a traditional triangle, so
It's a
you
nice shot
can't
right there.
predict if it's going to be
Beautiful
a
shot. It
exactly
came up a
perfect
few
rack.
more
You're
inches,
not
he'd
allowed
have
to
been
expect it
happier,
either,
that's for
so
sure,
there's
but that
always
was
going to be a
still
little
pretty
bit
good.
variable there.
He doesn't want to
and,
move the cue ball here,
and
that's for sure.
That's just definitely the main reason. And then sometimes,
He's got good
that
here.
being said, you know,
You could
breaking
see
from the middle, if you
the
don't
urgency
produce
in Biado's.
a ball on the break,
He-
I
he-
feel like the
just his
sellout
body
percentages
language,
are
he's
higher
ready to
than
go.
breaking from the side.
He's
But, you
like,
know,
he
here they're
should
breaking
work
from
for
the
like
side,
the
and the
fire
main objective
department,
is
you know?
playing
And if you're
the
going to
one
have
ball
a
in
fire
the
put
opposite
out,
side
you
where
want
you're
him
breaking
like,
from.
you know, getting down
so,
that pole and heading down to that
Yeah,
fire. He'd be
tricky,
he'd
and
be
I
right
think
there.
it makes
this
it
guy.
a good format, actually,
You know,
since
look at
it's
him.
short races, and you don't want to have it too easy of a break.
Or he could be in a soap opera. He could be on like
Yeah, I
the
mentioned
edge
you
of the
earlier.
night.
You're one of the few players. I
As
think there's
the
4
world
players that have done
turns.
it in the history of this particular
Man,
format. Have run
most
sets
people
out.
don't remember
Not many
those
have done it.
shows. Come on.
So it's testament to how difficult the break actually is, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I don't remember those
The
shows.
table,
Are you
it's
kidding?
a demanding. You know, the pockets are cut tight.
Yeah, you got Biado. You don't think
they don't take a
Biado's
whole lot
top
of-
3? I mean, what are you
You know,
gonna?
you can't cheat the
You know what
pocket
I
too
mean?
much with
You
speed.
still got Bustamante.
So
you
it's
still got effort.
easy to rattle
And you
balls.
still got all these
You
young
get a little bit out of line
superstars,
and
Kyle
put too much
Amarato,
speed
and
and
Bernie's
I think,
coming here
I like
with
that fact.
Regliario, the
It puts more
Marboys,
emphasis on
and Jeff
better position
Ignacio,
play
and then Joe
accuracy, and,
Hanchua,
I know some other tables
James
are a little bit
Aaron's.
more
What about
generous
Dennis?
in that sense.
Your top 3 in the Philippines, they're like
Biado with
a giant.
the very
You
famous
know?
now wiggling finger. It was actually a snooker player that used to do that back in the 80s.
Gonna use it
Tony
anytime you
Mio.
pass
I don't know
the
if you remember
side. You
Tony
need
Mio. I've
your
heard of Tony
extension
Mio, Mika.
because you got to stretch too
It rings
much.
a bell.
See this? He's got to be careful
I've seen
here.
a few. I mean, even Alex Pagulayan
He
does a
might
little
get
wiggle every now
short
and then.
here. Oh, he hit it good.
I think Alex
Don't
Pagular
worry
wiggles
about
everything, doesn't he,
Biado.
when he
This
plays
is not
this
new
game?
to
He's
him.
a right little
Oh
energy
my
monster.
God. Now here's the
True.
tangent hit. So you just play it right down there. Thank you very much.
Must be just such a subconscious thing that he's doing with the finger. He's just so used to it, you know, getting a feel
2-2 coming
for the
up.
shot.
First set. We're in the final. 30,000 to the winner. 18,500
so
to the runner-up.
Easy, isn't
Biado
it? Very easy on the eye to watch, nice and smooth, and never gets flustered. Levels it up 2-2. Both players have shown while they're in the final, they're both now firing on all cylinders. And it should be an intriguing final. Best of 3 sets, the same as the rest of the single elimination side of it. So, without going into too much detail, Mika, how are you feeling and what's next for you?
He's doing pretty good, Mika. I talked to him yesterday.
Well, I'm feeling good, considering you know, I'm going through some chemotherapy. I just did my 5th round a couple days ago, and it's still sort of in process. I mean, it's like the first couple days are kind of
sick,
easier than the third, but I'm feeling okay, considering. And my CT scan last week came out pretty good. I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like I'm responding to the treatments well. So that's as far as I'm going to go into that.
It's scary.
Good to hear, mate.
It is scary. It's super scary.
Yeah, thank you for asking, Mark.
Dry break. You're welcome, mate. You know, you've got the support of the pool community. I think they've been fantastic, and I'm sure that helps as well. Social media, big, like another man in your corner, isn't it, so to speak? So good luck with it, and keep going, keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, I do truly appreciate the outpouring of love and support, and you know, even some of the monetary support, of course, has been instrumental in everything. It's all very holistic, and definitely being a great moral boost all the way.
Well, moral boost for the winner of this particular rack will be 3 racks, and that means on the hill. Who's it going to be? First chance for Vann Corteza.
Yeah, we've seen them both break so well, but without any balls in. So it's kind of just, you know, you're never sure on the break what's happening, and we could just as well we could see Vann if he clears this and then break dry, and we could see a hill in the first set. So wait and see, I guess. I'm not sure what the percentages are on the break in general.
And Mika is very health conscious too. It's just crazy.
This rack of his problem could be the 6 ball. I'm not sure if it goes, Mika, into one of the corner pockets down there past the 10.
The life
Quite
is
see.
very strange.
I feel like it does.
How one day you can wake up,
and if it doesn't, you just go into this cluster here a little bit, just nudge it, and still have an okay shot on the 5. But I think it goes.
1 out of every 6 men will get prostate cancer.
Nice
1 out of every 8 women will get breast cancer. These numbers are really
just have a
unbelievable.
little glance at it on the way through.
50% of men are going to get heart disease.
The way he plays this shot. So
probably
it does
already
go,
have heart disease.
Yeah, that's perfect. Just
none of us are getting out alive,
right.
That's for sure.
Not too much. Just maintain a bit of an angle on the 6. You don't want to get too straight.
He'll 2-rail it out. He doesn't have to 2-rail it out. Anytime you
just
get
a bit straighter, maybe on the 7 than he is now.
Here, this is the line.
Yeah.
So you can come right straight
for the 7 ball, I think the goal is to get dead straight.
Exactly.
Something like that.
That's good to me. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll probably play the 8
Just
up
draw
the
back.
long corner. I don't know if he draws it back. Yeah, see, I don't think I would have drawn that back. I think I would have just stung it, played this up the long corner, dropped it off
slice
here.
it in.
Because this ain't automatic now. Oh boy, he had to be careful there. Nice shot.
No problem there. Perfect angle on the 9.
Perfect on the 9, Mika. What a judgment as pace that was.
Yeah, beautiful recovery from
he almost jumped in the side with it.
8. I mean, he went close to the side.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, some oohs and ahs from the packed audience, but he's okay. Little smile from
a good look at his
Vann himself.
This is just a regular custom high-end pool cue. We don't really see too many of those. We see a lot of production cues, that's for sure.
There is the 10 ball. So Vann Corteza first to the hill in this first set for possible 3.
Mez,
and his route to the
Jacoby,
final at
whatever, but we don't see real high-end custom cue builders.
One of his first victims.
Cues
Also beat
coming
Max
extinct
Martinez
to be
in
used
round
for
1.
playing.
Then lost to Fedor Gorst actually in the winners' qualification. Went through the losers' side. He beat Sullivan Clark from New Zealand.
Actually, Sullivan's coming
Filipino Roland Garcia was next to fall in the last 32. And then wins over Skylar Woodward, Alex Kazakis, and then a huge win over, in my eyes, one of the real men in form at the moment.
He's going to be in a race.
Beat him in straight sets, Mika, in the semi-final.
He's going to be in a race.
Yeah.
Sullivan in Las Vegas with it pays 5,000. Now Mika's a runner too.
They went straight sets against their respective opponents.
Mika's a runner too. Nice break, beautiful.
Out the rack somewhere. Who knows?
Timing, everything is good there.
That's how I found
the
my
one
first cue in a rack.
Got screwed.
And I bought it off
See,
the
I
owner
like this
for
safety
£5
play
Mika.
here.
I just loved
he
it.
won't play this safety play. If Mika was here, he would love it.
He's
but what you do here, you're going to play off the 2 ball. You're going to end up under the 3 here. So you're going to play off the 2 up here. You're going to play the 2. You're going to play the cue ball, and you're going to come over here. Just like you're playing a 3-rail billiard. 1, 2, 3.
Inside English with the cue ball behind the 3.
You see how Mika just said that? You know why? Because he's a Herman University graduate. He would never know that.
Because, there's a couple of guiders there. I guess he's going for the offensive.
And I'm glad that he said that, because that is the shot. See? But he never played billiards in his life till he met me.
2 ball.
Mr. Sullivan Clark. Beautiful shot there. Does he run up the cue up here, up the rail? It's a very good possibility.
Yeah, I'm surprised he went into the 6 there, because I thought it was going to go short rail and maybe into the 9.
No, he'll run up the rail with this. Playing safe, he's going to drive this out of here. He's going to bring the cue up here. So that's his goal. The problem is if he doesn't get this 3 out of the way.
3 across 2 rails and then not, keep the cue ball floating forward a little bit behind the 9.
Exactly. Mika's going to say exactly what I'm going to say. You know why? Because
as a precautionary measure,
without me, he don't win none of them.
Behind the 6. Nice.
All right? He knows that.
That's good.
Anyhow,
so
I'm happy he's getting better. I spoke to him yesterday. He called me yesterday.
Nicely done, Leland.
And he told me he's doing pretty good. I mean, his tests are coming out pretty good. That ain't no joke.
Have a jump at this. I mean, some of the jump shots they were playing last night in the match you commentated on.
I remember my wife getting that phone call, boy. It was it's so scary. It's ridiculous.
I feel like this is this would be tall or
and he's still in that scary place, What does he do on this kick? If he kicks this way, he's got to go with speed. There's nothing to hide there.
In case he's called the corner.
Excellent hit. A little bit too hard.
That? Incredible effort.
Yeah, I mean, he hit it with the right speed. It just didn't drop well
with
for him.
The magician, Efren, Bata Reyes. They've all learned their craft.
Nothing to hide. That's what's telling you to go with the high speed. Now here's the index spot for his aiming spot. If it was frozen, but it's not frozen.
Really are masters at it.
He's going to get in trouble here.
He's lost the cue ball.
He might be okay. Just barely made it.
Yeah,
just barely made it. So here's your spot. You're going to get out to the ball. You're going to hit this spot, and he's going to be able to come out on this.
Bit of a scare there for a moment.
A little bit of a draw, and he's just going to spin it out. He won't hit anything here. Perfect. Now he's got to hit so much ball that he's got to play the 6 in here.
It's got kind of a
and you could slip in this corner. That's why you got to grab the rail early and spin down.
Manila, and saw him playing. You know, just a couple of glimpses of him. You might think, I fancy my chances against him.
So here he's out to the ball. Here's the spot. So he just carry this. He's going to carry this angle as straight as he can, and probably go with the 7 in the side.
Well, it's just they start early, and you know they play hard for the cash. You know, it's just.
Now again, he wants the angle to get to the 9 for sure, so he doesn't want to draw it too much.
Attitude.
He's probably just going to leave the cue right there, actually. Maybe just spin it closer to it. That's about it. Just like that.
And great shot makers and all imagination, right?
Yeah, and it's something you're well known for, your grit and determination. You've won some battles in the past.
Excellent.
Hall of Famer, of course. Player of the decade. You've won everything, haven't you?
He's got the perfect
amazing game.
Well, not quite everything, but yeah, a few titles up my sleeve.
I'll tell you one title you do hold, which a lot of people might not know about, but I'm sure they're familiar with the very famous rack of you versus Chris Melling in the 8-ball. It's had well over,
that
I think it's
crazy
17 million views now.
I got news for you. Mika's a marathon runner. He ran the New York Marathon.
And the first set,
he come here though. He couldn't handle heartbreak hill. That's for sure.
He's in command
of
this final.
You know, anytime we run the Boston Marathon, it's not about winning the race.
Me beating Leland
You
Corteza
ain't
in the
running
World
26 miles
2009 in Manila.
having to deal with Heartbreak
you,
Hill up in Newton Highlands and
that was a little bit
thinking
more
you're
fun
trying to win the
memory.
race. If you get across the wire, no matter what the time is, you're getting a medal.
Second set after
End of story.
half-time entertainment.
Because that goes down in history if you can complete that 26-mile Boston Marathon, you know, and you'll have plenty of support. The people will be unbelievably supportive, as that is one of the most worldly known races. And it's an amazing event. And that comes up 3rd week of April. And I can remember for so many years being on the sidelines, whether it be helping with the water, making sure everything was kosher on the sidelines. Now my friends are doing that. And it's the whole experience.
It wasn't quite
it ain't
Lady
about
Gaga
winning,
or
that's for
Usher,
sure.
but it was
because you ain't beating the
nice
Ethiopians or the
around this
Kenyans.
amazing Rio All
because
Suites
they're
Hotel
like,
Casino in Las Vegas.
They don't even run. They
home to
fly.
over 300 tables at the moment with the CSI BCA leagues going on as well.
Got to be
In
careful
addition
here.
to 5 amazing pro events also, this being the
Drop
first
the ball in the side
men's Las
here.
Vegas Open final.
2, 4, 6, 8,
Lee Van Corteza
10. Well,
taking the first set
he
with me in
didn't
the
drop
booth.
the ball on the
He's
side.
the legend from Finland,
So it looks
the
like
Iceman himself,
no
Mika
balls
Immonen. Welcome
made.
back, Mika.
Hello, Mark. Good to be here. That first set, you know, they both played well. I felt like
Lee Vann won the first set, 4-2. This is first game,
end,
second set.
was
Real
Levan's
difficult situation
creative
here.
offense and defense put together was
Very, very difficult
him
situation. He
that
might
first
draw it in
set.
here, but he's got to straight draw it back. And he's got to bank across corner, and that's what he's going to do.
And then the great safety shot that he played to create
He's just got to be careful here. He doesn't really want to jump in the side pocket here. So he might kind of hit it over here on this bank. Look out! Yeah, the problem with that bank was he had to be careful of the cue ball.
Understandably,
It
but
took him off the shot.
it went a little wide, a little bit more slide
Now
than he
here,
expected.
you're going to see this guy play left-handed
And
because
he's,
this is an
left
easy
lead
shot
on the thin cut
lefty,
on the one,
but
it's
very
very
difficult
makeable.
righty. Well, let's see if Lee Vann shows some ambidextrous stuff. He doesn't. He comes with the bridge,
He slowed
which
the cue ball
is
down enough
could
to
be a
play the
mistake
2-0
here.
off the 8 in the side. And that would
Nope.
open up the rack.
He's good to go.
Would you risk it?
This
Yeah, you
seven's
have
a
to worry about
problem,
where the 8's going
right?
with the 3, but I feel like it's a worthy thing to do because
He's got to deal with
you
it.
need to
Let's
solve
see
the
how
problem with the 7
and
8.
when.
And why not?
Is he? What did he say?
Unless he sees something else, can you carry him the 8
It
later?
looked like he was banking it, didn't it? Oh yeah. See, he gets snookered
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
that
there
was
was the problem.
Felt like he should have hit it a little
Well, I don't
harder.
know if he's
even,
snookered.
just
He
to,
might be able to edge this. If he can edge it, if he can.
But that's a
You
chance.
never
I
look
guess
for
you could
ideal
take.
safety here. What you will look for is what can you execute.
Just
So he's going to kick
misjudged,
draw
maybe.
it. Uh-oh, that's trouble. That ain't going to work no how. He's in big trouble now.
Well, bank is on maybe, Mika, here,
Oh,
cross side.
Biado's going to run this right up on
Yeah,
the 8
he's
here on him.
favorite to make the bank.
He ain't
Safety
gonna
is also
bank
an
this.
option if he's not feeling the rails. Like
He
he's
ain't
just
gonna
missed the
bank
corner
this.
bank, so I don't know if
He's going to run
could
this
be,
by this, but he ain't.
a little bit
Look at
more,
him. He
on
looks
the
like he
defense
is going to
side
go
now.
for it.
And that's brilliant.
Yeah, he did go for it. To behind the 8. Exactly.
That's how important
I know
it is,
he's
isn't
going
it,
to
to
run
really
up on
glue
behind
that
the 8
cue ball
there all day
behind
long.
the
Mika said he's
intervening
going to
ball.
bank. I said, I don't think
Cut
so.
off a couple of rails at least. And this isn't easy to hit, is it?
No, there's nothing easy here.
Yeah, he's
Not
in
even
jail,
sure
no
what the
bail. He's
escape
got to
here
call
is. Can't even
Barracuda,
time
Barracuda and
little check
Schwartz.
side there, but still
Nice
tricky to
hit.
judge.
It's going to
And
roll
he's
in, though. Too bad.
done well to hit it, but obviously bit maybe even unlucky to scratch.
Yeah, once you give Biado a little bit of air, he's going to put you away. Even though Lee Vann won
Solid
that
hit.
first set,
Unfortunately,
the way
for him,
these matches go,
lost the cue ball, so big
if
chance
he
now
wins,
for
if
Carlo
Carlo can
to
win
get
the
off to a
second set,
good
it's
start. He did
basically
win the
going to
first
be a
rack
tie, and then they'll play
in the first
a
set.
third set, which will be a
Yeah, this
deciding
format
set.
is it is kind of brutal because they're short sets and but it's nice to get off to
He's going to
a
have to
lead,
draw this
obviously.
and stretch, and he doesn't want to be short on the draw. I can see
I
that.
don't see any trouble here.
Oh boy, I knew it. See, when you're
This is
stretching
the
like that,
critical
you
shot.
miss the timing getting out to the ball, and he's really
I feel like he
short on
landed a
that.
little short on the draw there.
Got that right.
More angle than necessary.
That's why you got to get into good firing positions there.
Yeah, my observation of Carlo early
You know,
on
he's
in
got to
this
go
final
back
is
and
just
forth
lacking
with
that
it. It's
little
not going to
touch
be easy
occasionally, just
timing
falling
on the
slightly
sixth
out
ball.
of
He's
position,
liable to hit it.
which creates a problem on the next
Yeah,
shot
it's
as
still
well.
going to come Makes these
Again,
cutting
it's very
shots. This
thin
is
on this,
like
but should be
what
okay.
makes, you know, Efren Reyes
He's coming
famous.
past the
He
side
cut
pocket here,
these
Mika, with
in
the
like
cue
they
ball.
lived there. Anything like cut
I think
shots
he
down the
has
rail,
to, yeah,
Efren's just
just
incredible.
just go for the first diamond past the side and just try to tone down the cue ball speed.
Yeah,
He's
he
gonna
just
get
spin
close to
it
the
in
7 maybe.
real soft.
And he's cheated the pocket just
Don't
perfectly
worry
for
about
that
this
shot.
guy. He's going to get the first game in this second set as Vann scratched.
Referee, part of the
Side,
EPBF, the European
around the
Pocket
world
Billiards
in 80
Federation,
days.
have teamed up with Predator to officiate
He might get 2 straight here, though. This ain't
the
no
PBS
bargain
events going
basement.
forward, and he does look like an
Let's see
imposing
what he
character,
does
doesn't he, that
here.
one?
Probably draw it
I
out. That's
wouldn't be
about
arguing
it.
with him, Mika.
Mm-hmm. Solid
Bingo.
run from Carlo.
Remember when Dave Bing used to play for the Pistons? And he'd take a jump
idea
shot and
now,
the
see
announcer would go, bingo! Well, right now the Celtics are going bingo on the New York Knicks at Madison
This
Square
is
Garden.
the
The
first
line's
event of
5.5,
It's a packed 10
and they're
days here at
screaming
the
that the
Real
Knicks
Suites
are going
in
to
Las
beat
Vegas.
Boston, and they ain't
We
got
look at some
no
of the
chance of
stats.
winning this
Anything that
basketball
stands
game,
out
okay?
there for you, Mika?
There ain't no team in the NBA beating the Boston Celtics, okay?
Well, look at
None.
the safety efficiency
That
of
includes the
Leland.
Western Division.
I mean,
Because the
some pretty
Celtics got a guy in the
staggering
middle
numbers there.
that's 7'3". That's the reason. Never
Interesting.
mind the rest of the guys.
Yeah, and
It's a lot
that
of
comes
things
up
to
Try
again.
look at.
covering a 7'3"
Yeah, it is,
and
isn't it?
see
But
how
just
you
going back to
do.
that safety efficiency, I mean, Carlo Biado is well known, isn't he, for his amazing
And he can
safety
shoot.
and kicking ability. So that's
Meanwhile,
a
this
really
is a
big
rough
number
game,
there
I'll
for
tell you that. The
Vann
Knicks ain't
Corteza
looking
to
to
be
lose
outdoing
this game.
him,
They're trying to
so
win
to
this
speak.
game.
Now he needs to get this break working, doesn't he?
True. He's changed the position a little bit towards the middle.
We're in Las
See if he can get
Vegas. I
something
told you to bet the
going here.
Celtics tonight. All the dumb money's betting New York.
And still nothing.
The score's 42-37, second quarter.
One of the worst sights you see in pool is
Celtics are
the
a very good
dejected player
defensive team, but New York's got
agonisingly
37 so
walking
far.
back to his chair after a dry break and seeing that your opponent
At that rate,
has
they
a
don't
go
even have
at the
70
lowest number
points by
ball
the
on.
end of the
Now
game.
then,
So
will he be
when
going
you
at
got
this
a
Mika,
guy
or is it just a safety?
in the middle that big,
Well,
and you get
the
defensive
way he's been
players
shooting,
like
I
they have,
definitely think he's
it's
going for it.
very tough
Can
to
he
beat
like
this.
kiss
This
into the
team
5
can
ball
turn
and
it
slow
on
the
and
cue ball
off.
down?
That's in. Oops,
done
look
that,
out. He's
but
going
it's
to have
beyond
to
the 3.
jump this one. Luckily, you don't have to do much.
Yeah, and this is one of those instances where you definitely need to jump rather than kick, because there's a good chance of making this. This is like a hanger to most people.
No, we don't
Yep,
like
and the 3
nothing
ball's
about
just there
New
by the
York,
side,
actually.
so it's
I like New
like
York, but I mean, when
position's
it comes
automatic.
to sports, we don't
Just focus
take
on
a
making the
back
ball.
seat to New York at
And it's a
anything.
comfortable distance to that.
No thanks. I mean, what can they do
The
that
ball
for?
they have to jump
Nothing.
over. It's perfect for this type of
Maybe
jump.
selling used cars. That's about it. Wow, you can't miss that one. That's an easy jump.
Miss that, though.
Oh, here we go. Biado's
that's
back in this match.
a
You don't
testament
take much
to
in these races to
Not
four.
really
But
jumping
you
that
miss
often,
that jump shot, you're going to pay.
preferring to kick. But
It'd be
it's
different
one of
if
them
you were playing
situations where
Joe
you really
Schmo.
needed to jump that. And to
But
be
you
honest,
ain't
he should
playing
have
Joe
made it right.
Schmo right now. Anyhow,
Yeah,
Biado,
he was
always
always
with urgency in
favored
this
to make
game.
it, and some other players
Gonna pop
probably
this
make it
2
like
ball in
99%
there.
of the time.
If he can get over
So
here,
that's
he
why I
will.
was shocked.
Just play the 3 down there, then
Let's
play
see
the
how
4,
Carlo can
then play the 5
navigate
here.
here. It's got
So,
a
yeah.
tricky out, especially with the 5 ball. He has to get perfect on the
Uh-oh.
4.
Very nice. He actually wants to get over here off the 4 ball. That's going to be the key. If he can drop
What
the
does he do?
5 in
Float
here.
over?
because I don't
Off the
think the
full.
8's dead.
Just past
So
the
you're
6,
going
in
to play
between
the
6 and the
3.
5 and
You're
playing
going to
the
leave
spot left.
angle over here,
How are you playing
obviously.
this one, Mika?
And if he can roll forward,
It's tricky. I mean,
wonderful. Because that's what he's going to need to do.
honestly, the 6
Although,
ball is
it is
really
Carlo
big.
Biado,
He's playing the side. I kind
I
of like
think
this.
he's made a
Use the
mistake
bottom
here,
rail and
because
then
now
use
he's
a
got to
little
go
check
up and
side,
down, and the ball speed's very
come back up.
difficult now.
Or if he
He
fancies
didn't
the
play
side
that
pocket
right,
even.
and he's going to get
Looks like
himself in
it's
trouble
got a
here.
small
Unless
passage.
he can make this in the
The 6
side, of
ball.
course he'll be fine. Because then all he has to do is drop it down. It
Otherwise, you
probably
can use the
goes
bottom
in the
rail and go
side.
to the court side.
See, that's the thing is, in one pocket you can be a great defensive player, but
What
when
makes
you're
this game
playing
so fascinating,
these
isn't it,
rotation
Mika? There's
games,
never a
you're
right
not
or a
playing
wrong way.
one
It's just
pocket
how
anymore. You're playing
the
6
player actually
pockets,
feels the
and it's a
shot.
different defensive game. You can see how he's falling
Yeah, he's
off
landed
here.
short here, and
He's
this is not
definitely
a
fallen
great
off here, and
position
he's
to be
really
in
got to
because
make a
you've gone away
decision
from the
here.
6.
Because once he
It's
plays
not
this,
a full
this is his
pocket
angle
anyway, so it's
for the 6 ball afterwards. He probably can
a bit
lay it
dicey,
all
I'd
the way
say.
down here and then play the 6 in the
Can
corner.
he just
Right,
slow
then we
roll it
want to
and
be
accept
right
the angle?
behind.
This guy don't
Oh,
need to
smash
slow
it.
roll it.
Stop it, please.
He hit you with the
That was so
dagger and
difficult to
see
do
how
from
you're
that
doing.
position.
He hit that so
Unbelievable.
good, really. That was not as
He's even
easy
caught the
as
near
he made
point
it
of the
look.
pocket as well, and it's just slid in. Caught the other knuckle also. Well, both players
He
now
had a piece.
coming with
Wow.
some really good outs.
Biado, he has such
Yeah,
great
the precision
urgency
on that
and his
was
focus. I mean,
insane,
man, he's got
especially with that
Filipino
speed.
blood like crazy. Of course, when we watch tonight's finals between Centeno and Siming Chen, I can't think of a more special women's finals,
Two-rack
especially
lead,
when
which
it's
is a luxury he didn't enjoy in
18,000
the
for
first
first,
set.
and it's 10.5 per second. This
Got
one's
makings for
$30,000.
great
This
final
match.
between two
Hey!
great players.
Look out, Daryl Peach.
I feel
Okay,
like
what are you
maybe it
doing?
wasn't necessary to see if the 10 was frozen there. I don't know, just maybe a little.
Yeah, Carlo
I don't
having
know
a
why the
little bit
ref
of a
got
laugh about
involved
it.
there. That's crazy.
So it's a bit strange, Mika. I can
He's
think
a
of
little
some
bigger
players
than
that might not
Carlo,
have liked
this
that
guy.
very much.
Yeah, but luckily it was just easy enough and close enough to the pocket. But I just feel like it was just the
It's 2-0 second set.
overexerting your efforts.
Lee Vann won the
referee's
first
point
set
of view,
4-2.
Yeah, it's an interesting subject, though, Mika. I just
If
like to talk
Carlo
about that
was
very,
to
very
win
quickly
this
because there has
set,
been lots of
it
talk
will
in
go to a
social media
third
about the
set. It
referees
won't
in
go
this
to a
tournament
shootout.
maybe being a little
Go to
bit
a
too
third set.
strict and by the book, but that's what rules are for. And if we to take this sport forward, in a professional way that. And
This
we
is
want-
pretty
we want the big
interesting.
money,
Of
we
course,
all
I
want
know
the big prizes and the big sponsors
Pius.
coming in, and the only way we're going to
He
get
works
that
in a car
is by
dealership,
people
and the
taking the sport
Pius
seriously,
is
and that's
a
why
ball
rules are there.
polishing
They have to
company.
be followed.
Mendoza.
Players need to know the rules. They need
Brian
to brush up on the
Mendoza, of
rules,
course, I met
and
him.
for the quality
And
and
all
the
the
future of the
Filipino
game,
players
I'm a
know
big
him.
fan of it. To be honest, how do you feel?
Yeah, you're not wrong, and you never know. Something really funny could happen. You could miscue, and the ball could just
Carlo uses
claw
a
its way
credible.
really slowly onto the ball and never
He
hit
has a
another rail if it
beautiful
was frozen.
break. His
So you
timing
never
is
know. I
excellent.
guess it's a good reflex for the referee to have to always check if the ball's frozen.
The one ball's going to land here. They got to learn to
Yeah,
stop
consistency, I
racking
think,
the
is
balls
what we
randomly.
need in
You see how the two balls
and
at the
that is
corner?
a good step
Now that's
towards it,
okay,
in my
because
opinion.
I think it should be the 1,
Anyway, he's
2,
made a
and
nice
3.
ball in the
But
side.
you see sometimes they
Look
put
at
the
one
2 and the
ball,
3
so
up
a
front,
push out, Mika.
which
What's the
allows
secret to a good push
the
out?
second
Come
ball
on,
to
give us
follow
your
the 10 out,
vast
which
knowledge on this
can lead
subject.
to a very early game, and you
Well,
can't really do that.
Just off the top of my head, I mean, obviously you don't want to sell out anything easy, and I definitely do not want to leave a clear shot. So if anything,
Let's see what he's going
might
to do
leave a
on the
bank,
push
but I'm
here.
not going to leave a shot. Even if it's difficult, I don't want to leave a shot that's
Well, he'll
straight
never give him
forward
back
makeable.
this. The reason why is because he's allowed to bridge
how
this.
much
You
when you're
can't leave
deciding,
that
sorry to interrupt you,
allowing him to
when
bridge the
you're
ball
actually
so
thinking
easily.
through the process
He
of
can
the
cut
push
this
out,
in very
how
easily
much
too. Leave-in will
thought are
cut
you
this
actually
in
putting into
because
right?
he
If he
can just
gives
slow
this
roll
back to me, this is
and
what I'm going to
he
do.
can
Do you
get
guys
out
have a
from
plan
here.
B
He
in
got a
case they
little
give it back?
problem
Or is it
down
just
here. That's about
kind
it
of
though.
see what
But
happens?
this guy's a
Well,
sharpshooter.
you
They
always
don't
want
miss
to have a
these.
plan, but you can also kind of
You leave me
maybe
this,
bluff
and you're
and then
gonna most likely
dare to
be in
dare the other
trouble.
player to go for something like this. But like
Excellent
I feel
shot
like
by Lee Van.
Carlo there
But
left this
it's got a
shot
little
on
bit long, but it
a
don't
little
matter
too
because the
easy,
three's sitting there.
and that's something
There's
I've looked
only
into.
issues
Like
here, but I think you can
it's
see
cost
the
me
7.
some games.
And with as long
Give
as
you an
that's
example. I
there,
was
he's out.
playing Shannon Dalton in the World
I'll be
Championships
adjacent for
2002. I'm
the
defending champion. We're in the first
big
single knockout
event, of
round, I
course.
think. I was up
I
8-5,
could have been out in Vegas,
and
but
I
I didn't
pushed
want to
to
get
a
sick.
very difficult shot.
I know
but
if I go
straight,
here,
it was a makeable shot, and then
I'm
Shannon
going to
cut it
get
in.
deathly ill,
It
and
ends up
I'm
like
already
running
locked
out
in
and breaking,
over,
running out the last
in
3, and I never
Connecticut.
got back to the table. So
You know,
since then, I've
and
never
I
pushed to a
I
shot
can't
that
afford to
was
get sick. I'm
makeable,
too
like
old
straight
and
in.
fragile.
Live and learn.
Yeah, good advice. Exactly. As long as you
So
learn from them.
I actually had a spot in the tournament.
Example,
I was saying,
perfect
you're
example
asking
here.
me if
He
I want to
pushed to a
play.
shot that was
You didn't
makeable, and
give
he's losing
Appleton
his
a
rack.
spot. You didn't give Arcadia a spot. You're crazy. I played in World Championship twice.
You can't dare quality
Nice
players
shot.
like this to take a shot on like that. And they feel like it was
Once
just
in '95 at the
just a
Riviera,
bonus.
where
as
I
well
took
go
a
for it.
saver
He's not
with
gonna give
Ralph
it back.
Choquet in the 4th round, undefeated, for 1,600.
Yeah, and he has been
We
making
split it, and he
quite
won.
difficult balls as well, hasn't he, Lee Van?
And
So
then
he's always
I,
going to take that one on. So it's hard to know
I
what
did good in
Carlo
Germany.
might have been thinking there.
I was top 32 in Germany, where the guy that
Watch
beat
this
me,
bounce though.
This is
I
tough
can't
here.
even tell you the whole story because I don't want
Fairly
to
straight in,
embarrass
long
the
distance.
situation. Meanwhile, he's stuck like a rat over here because he might not
They
hit
have
the
to draw the
7
ball.
square. You got to be
Just straight
careful off
back.
that rail if you don't hit that 8. Nice
He
shot.
stunned it beautifully. Look at
Beautiful shot. It's not an easy bridge shot, and that can fall off real easy. He was great.
Showing everyone
Little
why he's in the
inside
final.
English
I mean,
here
he
won't hurt you.
really
A
is
little
playing
outside
some
even
amazing
won't hurt you.
stuff
And that
right now.
stops the bleeding. It's
As
2
all
to
his
1 now.
victims this week will attest
Biado,
to.
second set.
Really is
Lee Van won the
playing
first
some
set.
great stuff. And
Bingo.
this 10 goes in, we're going to go out very, very
Celtics
quickly.
lead by
But don't
10.
go too far, guys. Go and
It's
stick the kettle on
56,
quickly. Make yourselves a cup of tea. We'll be
46.
back with the remainder of this match after a quick one.
I think the Celtics are going to squeeze them defensively, and whatever New York can get, they're going to work their ass off. That's for sure.
Chezka, Centeno, women's world pinball
Yeah, they got that one, though, but they had to work for it. Well, the Celtics worked you to death on purpose because when the 4th quarter comes, that's when they, put you away because you're exhausted. That's what Bill Russell used to do. No one could beat Bill Russell down the court. He was 6'9", but he could run up and down that court. He was like a giraffe.
Michigan champion for the second time in a row. Victor Solinsky goes back-to-back in Vegas. Junior championship.
No, Celtics just got hit with a technical. We know this game's going to get physical. That's for sure. But they're not going to be able to push us around because we're bigger than them.
Welcome back just in time.
Yeah, I can see
Corteza's
Porzingis
break.
got the
And I
technical.
just want to touch on the
Okay.
subject there. During those clips,
Well, he
you may
better
have
not
heard
get
the voice
another
of
one.
probably the most famous pool
Look at
referee
that
in the
break.
world.
That's a beauty. That's
John
a
Lehman,
really
who's
nice
having his
break.
own
And you don't get
health
nothing.
issues at the moment.
That's a
That's why he's
0
not here.
Shapiro.
And we're sending lots of warm wishes to you, John. And we're sending you a hug, just like Joshua Filler was giving wife
Hey, that
And
picture that we
Morrison
just saw,
Thousand
that
there.
was the greatest shot of
Good
2023.
character in the game,
Pia
Mika.
Filler making that
John Lehman.
incredible
Yeah,
spot shot for
yeah, definitely.
120,000. She
Also, I've
drilled
known
it.
John for a long time.
What
He's
a
fellow
shot that was.
New Yorker.
And the pressure
Been
was
around the scene
astronomical.
for almost 30 years, you know, around
That was the shot of 2023
the
for
game.
my money
And
all day
so
long.
he's
Great
definitely
play
a
right
character
there by
and
the Celtics.
force
Although New York
to be
has
reckoned
cut the
with,
lead
and
to
we
7.
push him well in his road to
That's a
recovery.
big mistake right there. You can't shoot a shot and miss it. Not on this level. If you're going to play it and you're going to miss it, you got to
What's
leave
happening
real
here?
tough. And that ain't real tough. He might be able to
It's a
go
bit
rail
more out
first
there.
here
He's
to
got a
get
little
some
lucky
light
there.
on the 2 ball.
What is left for Carlo?
But if he can't, then he's going to have to super draw it back. But it looks
Is
like
there a
he
way
can.
through to this one ball?
He's going to draw it.
think
He
there
can't
might
really.
be.
You like to go rail
But
first
how
on
about
these, and
position
just you don't
play?
have to
It's
hit
just
it
like
so
you gotta
hard,
thread
because
the
these
needle
can
to come
buckle
out of
real
that
easy.
jam, and then you gotta hit it hard too.
Exactly. Yeah, no
I was
way
gonna say,
he's
clip off
getting
the
there.
3 or the 7 and open the 7 up as well.
No
The
way,
7
because
3,
he
but
has to
that's
back
unlucky,
off
isn't
for
it?
the amount of
Yeah.
power he would have
That's
needed
the
to
problem.
get there.
Well,
Now he's got himself
you know,
in
that was the
trouble.
problem. I can't really call it unlucky. It's just it was just a very tough situation to be in, and then maybe he
Exactly,
thought he
Mika.
was
No,
going
he's going to jump it for
have a
sure. He's got
bit
no
more
angles to play.
draw
He's
on
got to
it and
jump it.
come out of it, even touching the
He's
cluster.
got to
But
call the airline and
I
see
feel
what
like he's
they
got a
can
good
do
chance
about
here
this
if he
one,
can
but he's
come up with a
definitely got
jump.
to jump it. He's got to
It's
make it,
natural.
too.
The position just to stay on the 3 is there. We'll see.
That's a terrific jump shot.
Look for a
I
moment.
love the way he just threw. I love the way he threw the butt on the floor there, Mika. He took the
Everybody
half the
seems to
jump
be able
stick
to
off the
make
air
these
rush and
shots
just
for
chucked it on
some
the
reason.
floor.
These
Come
aren't
on,
that tough.
Carlo.
I guess they're not. I don't know. They're tough for me. I
Yeah,
think.
well, there's no time to waste with this format. You're under the
Beautiful,
clock,
beautiful,
pressure.
beautiful.
You know,
That's true.
We can deal with it after the rack.
He can go either way,
It's made
you
of
know. He
tough
can
stuff,
come
isn't it?
short or he can
Carbon
come
fibre,
long.
of
Either
course, the
way,
air
he can
rush.
play the 6 long. He can play
Yeah,
the 6
those
short.
are, you know,
So he ain't
basically
really too worried
indestructible.
about this. Pocket that 4. That's all he's
It'll be a
worried
different
about.
story with the
He
wood
got a
shaft.
little straight here, though, because you don't want to be dead straight. You see what I mean? And I would have wanted to go the other way with that. So he ain't got this guaranteed in. Just because the 6 is going to be a little difficult to deal with.
He needs to produce a bit of an
Not
angle
the way
here.
he hit it. He
6,
hit
and
it
he should be
beautiful.
clear.
He still could get in trouble here. Still got to get away from the 8 ball. Even though this is the line. He's alright. Wow, this guy's really good.
Straightforward
This
draw
guy's ridiculous.
with the 3-1-4.
Playing with a Predator, a wooded shaft,
Touch, let it a
plus
little
a
short there.
spliced wooded shaft.
Should be okay.
Just a regular 314.
It's not natural to go forward because
No,
the
he'll
10's
draw
there.
it 2 rails,
Normally it would
Mika.
come 3 rails around.
Oh no, he's
but
coming
maybe,
2 rails with
just
reverse.
put a little bit of check
Look at
side.
this. He's checking it with reverse, which is going to leave him off angle here.
That's what he did.
The 10's over here. He's okay. You're going to have to power.
This
You
is
know,
a nice
here's your
comfortable
angle.
Just
Going to have to pull that off.
straight top. Touch
It's
to
a
the
little
left.
short here.
And this is to get on the hill, Mika. We could
Is
be
that what he's using?
one set all
A
very, very
vantage
soon.
shaft?
Deciding set. And remember, if the deciding
Yeah,
set
that doesn't
goes
look
to
like his
3-3,
regular Predator,
we will
actually.
see a shootout.
Nice.
Yeah, they're both producing some magical stuff.
Alright.
And this was by no means
Biado on the hill in the
easy
second
outlet.
set.
Remember the first shot. And he
First
helped
set
himself,
belongs
and
to
then he
Levan.
jumped in
Second
it in
set so
perfect
far
position.
belongs to Carlo
Tossing
Biado.
the jump cue into the corner.
Yeah, great stuff, and there's more great stuff to come as well later on today, 8 p.m.
Thank you very much for
local
that
time.
information.
Chezka Centeno, another amazing talent from the Philippines. The Flash, reigning 10-ball women's champion as well.
It does look like a different cue. I think he did play with a P3,
how
but
nice
maybe
is
the
it to see
shot's
Simming
different.
back
Nice
in the women's
crowd,
game?
of course. The
Mika, I
place
mean,
is
what a great
mobbed.
talent she is. World champion, of course.
Yeah, it's definitely a deserving final between those two, and Chen's been around a little bit longer, and she's such a solid player mentally and just technically. And it'll be interesting to see because they're both just in top form.
I think the line's 5.
Who do you think, if you wanted to name a favorite there for the women's?
Well, if you put it down to waistcoats, you know, vest and dress, Simming Chen definitely gets it. She's got a lovely white waistcoat that she's been wearing. As far as talent is concerned, well, pretty even there. But Chezka, I think this is the big thing with Chezka. She's just fearless. I mean, even in the shootout against
That's going to be a good final. I mean, Simming Chen playing Centeno after this match here. Well, hold on to your unicorns, my friends.
Absolutely fearless, 24-year-old.
It's going to be a rocky road.
And almost gave the game up, you know, a few years ago because she wasn't getting anywhere.
This match alone, 30,000 to the winner, 18. 5 to the runner-up.
Truly such a natural talent. And
you think he's playing it? Never.
You're right. She doesn't seem
See,
to
that's
have,
your typical slow to the red defensive play in billiards, but he doesn't get it. He's got a window here. But that's your typical 3-cushion slow to the red safe on a 3-cushion table. Not to say that he was knowledgeable about it, because the way he played it wasn't that great, to be honest with you. You got to own that shot. You can't let it play you like he just did. And that's why he's left this leak, and that's going to cost him, I'll tell you right now. You can't make that kind of a mistake against Biado. This is going to be 1-1. Although this is a difficult run, if he draws it back, he's probably going to duck. But if you're going to duck, you don't drop this down here, this ball. And he might just go for the combination. Yep, he's going to go for the combo. Now he's stuck playing safe. He's too far off. The problem here is you can't drop it down here. You have to go here, but that has to come up off that rail. And he knows, see, this is a mistake. You can't really do that. That's off the rail, but it's still like in the zone, let's just say. Because there's a lot of different ways you can get at this. It looks to me like he's going to go rail, and kick it out.
After one rail and maybe go
no, he's going 2 rails.
Use the 8 and 5.
Oh, no, he's got a perfect save.
Well,
see?
Hit it harder, but look at
that's unbelievable. He came out of that like King Kong. Now what's he got?
Yeah, amazing.
Brilliant.
I mean, the way he came off that perfect, I mean, it was like he looked like Raymond Coolerman.
They really are one of a kind, aren't they?
Yeah, and then I feel like Carlo should have been playing a better safe.
Is he tying up all here onto here? Is he tying this onto here?
No, he's paying the price here. Maybe
that's
trying
not
to tie
work.
up the balls, but he's not hit it hard enough.
No, that's like way weak.
And that's going to probably cost him this rack.
Yeah, it is.
To be honest.
Yeah, it is. And with Lee Vann trailing 3-1 second set after winning the first set, he's pumped.
Can play a deliberate foul.
Getting back with Burl in hand right now.
The 5-9 up, but he didn't do it very
roll
well.
this ball in. He's going to play this. He's got an angle to play this. The problem here becomes this with this 9 ball in the way.
He's already 1 set up. So a little bit of a misjudgment.
He has to really check this out. How's he going to get from here
See
to
how
here.
Lieben's going to manage this position play, because it's a bit tricky to get on the 6.
Get that right, Mika. He's just gonna gamble
May
here.
have to leave an angle on this on the 6.
This
and
is a
just,
big gamble
take
here.
a-
What he's
take
doing,
a
he's
shot,
just gonna kick
just
the
draw back
9 out.
here,
And he's going to
Leave the
stick the
by
cue right here,
in
and
the
he's just
side
going to
pocket.
cut this in from downtown Freddie Brown. Look at this.
He's like the follow. That was good.
I didn't know he could get through.
Available there.
That's what happens when you don't have a belly.
Works.
The Slayer. The Slayer don't have no belly. He went through that like, you know how you're trying to get through 2 skinny poles and you can't do it because you got a fat-ass belly? Well, he don't have no fat-ass nothing.
In their apprenticeship years choose to go to the Mecca of pool, as it's called, in the Philippines to learn their trade. Mika's done it many times.
Santos was a youngster.
I get pros coming up to me all the time and saying, would you advise me to go? You know, the younger pros coming through,
telling me
Mika.
how he would get in and out of places.
Yeah,
He was
go
so
over there
tiny.
because, you know,
Had quite a
It's a no-brainer.
child life.
You have to make that pilgrimage.
yeah, that's the term. That's the perfect way to describe it. Go and pay pilgrimage
That's a
to
Pat Devine cue. It
the
looks
greatest.
nice. Boy, what a... Uh-oh, he's a little short here. He's on
short
like the
here.
40-yard line. And the problem here
Yeah.
is he should be able to
fine.
hit it, but he's
It's
got
better
to
to land
reach a
short
little.
than go too far,
you know.
in this case.
You like to have a 59-inch cue in these situations. And that's why straight pool, a lot of the straight pool players like to use 59-inch cues. They're shooting those break shots, and those break shots are
Once
usually
again,
the balls
it
here, the
wasn't
cues here, you got to
straightforward out,
stretch,
but it
you
was
know.
made a little
With
bit easier
that extra inch,
with the ball in hand that
they don't have to
Carlo
stretch
Biado
as
gave
much.
away
Miserat,
will be
these
breaking
long shafts.
to
Who
go
the heck
hill
else?
in this
Oh,
second set. It
Lascati
could
for
be
sure.
the last set of this year's final. $30,000, Mika, up for grabs. Not bad prize money.
Get that right.
Yeah, what did you say? It was 1.7 million pesos?
Yeah, just under 1.7 million
tell you
Filipino
what's funny,
pesos.
yeah.
That will get you a few balut and some pork adobo, won't it?
If you were to get paid like in Venezuela, Bolivier's, or
Indeed.
in Colombia,
Maybe even some
and you try to turn
lechon,
those Bolivier's or B's into
Another bit of
dollars,
Cebu style.
you ain't going to find anybody
Yeah, I
that's going
spent
to
a
do that.
lovely year in Cebu.
So it's
I actually bought a
interesting that
motorcycle
we're in these
Cebu back in
interesting
2016, and I rode around the whole
Wonder
island
how the players are getting
over the
paid.
course of a year.
These
Yeah, I
both
prefer the
guys
Cebu
break
style
terrific.
lechon because it's just
They have great timing.
crispy skin, and
Got
doesn't
2
really
balls in,
require-
the 1
require
dropped in
any
the
sauce.
side,
It's
the
just good
9
on its own.
went 4 rails around, and the 2's dressed up beautifully.
Welcome
Wow,
to the
he's got a
Travel
Cosmo
Anthony
layout.
would have agreed.
Lee Vann is going to get on the hill
Yeah,
and has a
exactly.
chance to win the tournament.
Back to the serious
There's a
stuff.
lot of adrenaline flowing right now in Lee
Look at
Vann
this break he's
Corteza,
produced.
the Slayer.
Wide
You want to
open.
have a damn
Looking to
cloth at
go
that table,
hill,
and he
hill in the
knows
second
that,
set and
because
possibly
your hands will get
break
wet. You'll start to
for
race.
the
He
tournament
doesn't
win.
look like he's sweating, though. But you will. Once you get down to that
Best break
final
of the
couple of
match
balls,
so
things
far,
are going to start
without
to
a doubt.
change.
Perfect layout.
Pressure going to
Judging
drop
by
on
the ounce he's
you.
already
I said pressure.
struggled
I said
through Mika
pressure.
earlier in the
I
match.
said
This is
pressure
a little
gonna
bit of
drop on
an easier one,
you. I
isn't it?
said when
But
it
nothing's
drops,
easy.
are you gonna
Should be a
feel
formality,
it? Know
but
when
yeah,
you were doing
just-
wrong.
He wants to stay composed, not get ahead of himself.
Just rolling it. He doesn't really want the 7 in the corner, just because if he does, he's going to be forced to draw it back.
at the start of the tournament.
I think he'd like to get the 7 in the side and sit at a nice angle, and he can fall for position. Well, that's not going to happen now. When you see the ball spinning like that, it's not grabbing. And that there, he's got himself in a little bit of a bind. Just because you see he's chalking up now, but the truth of the matter is that ball never grabbed. And that was the timing was off on it. So now he's not where he wants to be. He's definitely not getting there now. He's going to have to play this angle right straight across and then with the 7 in the corner. And that's what's going to force him now to have to grab this rail early. And that means he's going to have to come here. He can't really get down for the 8 now like he would like. But he's all right. I mean, it ain't the end of the world, that's for sure. But he ain't going to get down that low on this one. He's going to be up a little bit. I think he came out okay from the way he looked.
Recovered well.
Wow-wee. From 3-1 down to win this tournament now, he's going to be on the hill. Unbelievable. 30 grand for Vann Corteza on the hill.
Kind of like the shirts you see
against
from the
Carlo
teams that we've got
Biado.
playing here. It looks like he's just wandered off the table from one of the side tables, but
get the oxygen tanks out.
He's the man of the moment. What a great break and run. The first one of the match, I think it was, from Vann Corteza. And it puts him hill with a chance to break for the title.
6,500 viewers on the match this morning.
Yeah, he's put himself in a great
and
position
there's always, when you have that many viewers,
come down to this next break.
You're always going to have somebody who wants to, like, promote
get out of his seat at all.
something bad, you know. But I never ban anybody because I want people to see the name and see the ignorance of this human.
Two proud
But we deal
Filipinos
with it.
sat in this arena.
I don't think he realizes
8 p.m.
that
local time.
you
Chezka
don't
Centeno
mess
will
with
go
the
up
mad
against
dog.
Singing Chen
That's not a good
for
idea.
the women's Las Vegas Open
Unless
title.
you're a better pit bull, you better be careful.
That is
Okay, buddy? Because you waggling that tongue, that's not a very smart idea.
Right?
You can maybe do that
Lunch
in
break.
private to yourself. That might work. Oh boy, here we go. Vann Corteza breaking for the tournament.
Knows it might become his lucky shirt. We'll see more of that. Probably.
A beautiful break. Nothing. The 6, nothing.
Mika? Do you have a favorite pair of socks?
Oh no, Biado gets up to the table.
I wouldn't say I'm superstitious now. Yeah. I don't want to put myself in that position to start even thinking anything outside of forces commanding anything of my destiny.
Yeah, it's always been a thought in my head. I remember seeing what's in the bag with Francisco Sanchez-Ruiz, and he had about 6 lucky charms in it. I thought, well, what happens if you ever misplace one, or, you know, it ruined me.
Well,
No,
maybe,
it's very rare
something I should
people
look into then. He's
that
been
come
doing
to
so
my
well.
stream that talk like that because they know me. And they
now
know
has Carlo
how
landed
stupid
on
they
the 2 here.
sound and look.
It is.
But these imbeciles, there's not much you can do. When you got ignorance is bliss. And that's what you got. You always got people that will join the ignorance
A little
too.
bit of left-hand spin.
They're double
Amazing shot
duty.
earlier.
They
like,
double
just to get
down on
there,
the ignorance.
But he's landed a little funny on the 3.
Ace. You should be calling yourself 2-ball.
Just a little short.
Ace.
And he's still got a cluster to work out there at 6-7.
Meanwhile, Biado's got a little problem going on down there. Where Hill, And he's in a survival stage right now. He cannot afford to
We've only
lose
had
this
the one
game.
rack so far that
And he's
was
going to have to deal
kind
with
of a
that
straightforward
6-7.
run. That
I
was
don't
the
know
last
what
one.
he's going to do. He's possibly
Every
could
other
play
one
off it
had its
by
problems.
playing this ball
It's the
into
6-7
here, but he's not
in this
set up
particular
for it.
instance.
I mean, I don't know why
Yeah,
he didn't play this,
That's a
because
sigh of relief
this
from Levin's point of
would have
view
led
that,
him
that
into
he's
this
probably gonna get
combination
to the
that
table
looks
one
dead.
way or the other.
Because if he plays the 4, he comes to the 5, he's still got to deal with this. I think he's just going to draw it back and go around the table on the 5. I mean, he's going to draw the ball back here. He can't go to the corner with it. Oh, he is going to go to the corner with it. Now I'm thinking he's going to go all the way down and just play safe. But, I mean, he's definitely can't grab the rail here. You got to be careful here, so he's going to have to go all the way down here. And he's just going to come here if he can, and he's going to duck. Oh, look at the miscue. That's the time you do not use low stuff. We saw this earlier.
Stretching as well.
A miscue on a simple shot that could have been used follow, instead used draw, and you end up. That's why I wouldn't have played this in the corner, because he has to beat these situations, forcing him to do stuff for the cue that he doesn't want to do. Lee Vann Corteza for the championship. 30 grand. A lot of money.
Does Levon have an angle?
He's got to get in a position to safety him off the 6. Oh, he's going to get a great hit here. Oh, it's perfect.
Look at this championship shot right there. Incredible. Incredible.
Wow.
Oh, knows it.
For me, and it's behind the back as well, look.
And he's not showing off. That's actually something he does all the time. Naturally.
The heart rate's got to be enormous for Lee Vann. I'd say it's probably one of the biggest purses of his career.
Here, and that beautiful breakout shot definitely
that was
earned
outstanding.
him the title.
And I'm sure they're going to hug each other.
Wow,
oh boy, that heartbeat starts beeping, beeping, bop, bop, bop.
Yeah, he's totally okay.
A little bit of fun with the crowd. Yeah, he's okay. Well, what a great final.
I'm sure he'll hug him. These guys don't.
Exactly.
They don't
why he's got
have any hatred towards losing to their
the safety game
compadres here.
Positional shots,
Lee Vann Corteza.
2024 Las Vegas Men's Open Championship is Lee Vann Corteza. Thanks to runs of Puerto Rico, we're going to be coming back with a presentation ceremony very, very shortly. I want to say thank you so much. It's been an absolute honour to commentate with the legend, the Iceman, Mika Immonen. Join us after a very, very short break for the presentation of the trophy to the champion, Lee Vann Corteza.
And
yeah, thank you, Mark. That was a pleasure to watch.
We'll be back for the Sunu Cheng.
Very near future. And thank you, guys, from the audience. Appreciate you being here.
Chezka Centeno, as the Filipinos take down the men's division. Will they take down the women's division? Maybe. Centeno won it last year. 18,000 to the winners of the women's division with a $10,000. Now, I got to tell you, I don't think there's a saver between these guys. It could be, but I don't think so. I don't think so. It's a possibility, though. I think it's irrelevant. The runner-up ain't getting the winner's trophy. And that's what they're playing. Is that Alex Varakovich? right here. Is that Alex here? I don't know if it is, but you know that's Lee Vann's, you know, state course.
And Chezka Centeno, women's world
It could be him.
champion.
He's probably just talking to Carlo. They might have had a saver. I wouldn't doubt it. Well, hold on to your unicorns. We'll be back. Get a refresh and get ready for a great finals between Simi Chen and Chezka Centeno of the Philippines. See if she can win her second in a row. She won this last
Junior
year.
championship.
We'll see you then.